How are you, gentle sprouts? メインスクリーンオン、主さん。
Well, that doesn't work. Everything seems broken on this for some reason. I'm gonna go fix it later. I probably just really have to, like, just copy paste my, anyways. Happy Arbor Day! It's Arbor Day today, so go pet some trees, plant some trees, appreciate the trees. Emoji tree. Yeah, I guess that doesn't work anymore. I'm also celebrating Hexen NACHT early because on the 30th I'm probably just gonna be not in this realm of being awake. So, oh wow, my text overruns the text box. That's cute. So yeah, I'm celebrating early. I'm gonna admit I'm kind of a little bit. I just woke up. Another thing, I'm probably gonna be cheating my ass off on this game, because the whole potion thing, I just don't like it. Like, if you screw up and you miss, you used your potion that you have to grind for, so... Excuse me if I, Oh wow, okay. Anyway... Switch to 16 by 9.
16 by 9, 主様。
Alright, Ren type's not popping up, I gotta fix that, and I'm floating in the middle of the air. Okay. Everything is broken. I have no idea why. I haven't touched it since last year. So I honestly don't remember where the crap we were, to be honest. It says explore the Shaola Desert. Do we even have it unlocked? I know I said I was gonna grind stuff, but I'm like... That's the Hororogium. Which features in... I can freeze time. Which is helpful if I'm trying to get somewhere without the clock turning over on me. I can, speed up and rewind time. Cause that's like, you know, you're gonna do something and then it's like, oopsie doopsie, you spent too long trying to run around this damn map that's like 500 billion whatever's big. I do need to get some levitation magic. There was somebody when I was poking at this. Is everything working? Yeah, everything looks like it's working. In the hallway. I could talk to. Let me jiggle the video cord a little bit. I'm planning on playing an hour of this and doing some thing I found. I really hate these. I like these, but I hate these. Like, keep the settings. Like, sometimes I'm like, yeah. And other times I'm like, something's broke. Go back, please. I don't even know where I am in that quest. Okay, I am looking for this. Yes. There's a sub-event here. Oops.
校長先生、幸運のコインを持ってきました。
あら、かがりさん、もう見つけたの？あら、2枚見つけたのね。じゃあこれをあげる。また隠しておくから、気が向いたら探してみてね。
Okay, let's take.
Spera Grassare!
Stand like right out here somewhere. Alright, it's like page up to caps lock. Page up. There she is.
うーん話だけなら聞くよ。リタと14時遅れたのは私が悪い。事情ってある本を専門で受け取る予定だったんだ。それを説明する。説明したよ。なら時間を置いて話し。そうだね。ありがとう、アッコ。
Okay, we have that. That's late on schedule. One time. Snowy tundra, I need chilled pasta. Wow, I got a lot. A lot. Okay, we haven't done the witch's chair, have we? Late on schedule. Let's just do this one. Think about it after 6 p.m. Abigail's on the 3rd floor. West on the 3rd? Yeah, it goes down, but it said, when it hits 0, it'll still work. North hallway. North hallway.
Moving to left,
God
主様。
damn it, stop doing that shit. It's... You see what I mean about the map? It's too damn big. Like, I get it. You want your world to be, like, realistic. Third floor. Office, cafeteria. Oh. And downstairs. Go to hallway. This is the third floor I need to be on. It's the second floor, I need to be on the third floor. And I mean, the day repeats anyway, so... I think that's just to be taught to... Near classroom 3-1. Alright. See, it's on the bottom, and here it's on the top.
Nanda, ここか。リタとアビゲイルが帰ってきたのかと思った。
リタとアビゲイル喧嘩してるみたいだね。
喧嘩なんてめったにしないのに。二人ともどうしたのかしら。
Alright, we talked to her. I wish there was like a quest tracker. I probably complained about that before. That's Rachel. I said after 6.
Wow. ねえ、聞いて。部屋のゴミが溜まったままなのよ。
So in these witch worlds, hey Play Pete, how it goes? Why is it in these witch worlds there's always some kind of slave race? It's like doing stuff for the students.
なんだ、ここか。
リタとアビゲイル
喧嘩なんてめったにしないのに。二人ともどうしたのかしら。
Slow is good. Okay. Rachel. I need to find Rita, maybe? Here's
ありがとう。
Abigail. Let's ask them about it after 6 p.m. Abigail's on the 3rd floor and Rita is somewhere in the west dormitory. Somewhere. But not in her room. We're in the west dormitory, right? Yes. You'd think it'd show up as a sub-event, but it's not the sub-event. Birthday's almost done, and I'm looking forward to some organizing over the weekend. It's always good when the workday's almost done.
あら、かがりさん、こんなところへ何の用？もしかして
Oh, tummy.
何？
お土産をおねだりに来たんですね。まったく、初めて人の部屋に来たと思ったら、汚らわしい。
No, I actually randomly wandered
ま
in.
だ何も言ってないんだけど。
ええ、そうですわね。あなたが何を言おうが、お土産はあげませんことよ。いいえ、そうね。
え、何？ちょっと考えてくれるって。
嘘に決まってるでしょ。さ、私は身支度で忙しいので。
Down.
ささっとお風呂に入ってあっこもあんまり夜更かたっぷり寝れ早寝早起きすれば明日の
There's plenty of time for a nap the next day. So, would you organize and just stuff?
こんなところまで来てどうしたの？
Just stuff in general?
たまには私の顔が見たいかなって。は？何言ってるのよ。アッコの顔なら昨日も見たよ。
We've been stuck in this time loop for 500 years.
私は夏期講習の申し込みで忙しいからまた後でね。夏期講習？そんなのあるんだ。ビアンカは真面目だな。
I think we've only been stuck here for a couple days.
アッコが誰よりも受ける
But, you know, time loops. You never can tell how much time has passed in a time loop.
Ah, ちょっと。
Ah. You know, just casually putting the staff to sleep, the janitor staff.
これ宝箱？
I don't think I have any of the keys for it.
開いた。
Corona Borealis. Wow, there was like a whole horoscope stuck in the treasure chest. As they do. Okay. The West Laundry Room. It's on the second floor? Which I guess is... Okay, that goes up to the second floor, then I need to go to the first floor. Honestly, I have to sleep this afternoon. I look away for a second and turn back to see the giant green guy.
そんなこと言わないでよ。もうちょっとだけ探そう。別にほっといたらいいじゃん。そのうち帰ってくるって。
I think they might be talking about a cow. Laundry room. Lesser Key of Anka. Okay, you must be Rita?
どうしたの？ため息なんかついて。
なんだ、アッコか。アッコは悩みなさそうでいいよね。
そんなことないよ。私だって悩みくらいあるんだから。
I can't do magic to save my life because that's the way it works in, like, these, like, going to witch school stories is the main female character can't do magic to save her life. Like, Worst Witch is the same way.
あ、ごめんごめん。
それでため息をついてたってわけ？
Meanwhile, male magical practitioners seem to be, like, able to do magic no problem. Like, in, what is it? Irregular at magic school, that really gross anime one. He's like a super powerful magician, but he can't pass, like, the basic test or something. But, you know, he can probably cast Fireball.
アッコ、ちょっと話聞いてくれる？
I mean, it'd be nice to have a female protagonist in one of these witch things. It's just too powerful, and it's all about controlling her magic rather than, like, doing the magic. Like, you know, if it's like, turn this cat into a frog, then, like, turns the cat into, some large amphibian, like a huge frog. Yeah, the natural talent character is bad at written tests, or doesn't have good control. Yeah, like, it seems like male protagonists in anime,
いいけど、何があったの？
like, they're super powerful, but they just kind of need to hone it. But female protagonists in anime, they're just clumsy and klutzy and just can't do anything right. Like Sailor Moon, like, had to have Luna basically tell her how to use her powers. Meanwhile, in what shonen anime have I watched? Trying to think of one I've actually watched that I can remember the first episode too, but, like, you know, the plucky hero, like, wins the day, but it's, like, kind of messy. Commentary on boys being conditioned for violence. You know what? I read Peter Pan recently, and oh my gods, that book is just horrible for children. Like, Peter Pan is all about the violence, all about the murder, like murdering lost boys that get too old by stabbing them in the back, and I'm like, this is for kids? Oh yeah, and the casual racism and the misogyny, because, like, either the women are completely forgotten, like Mrs. Darling and Tinkerbell, she dies off screen as an afterthought, and, being mothers, like, all of the female characters are mothers, like, Wendy herself, Wendy's kid, like, I mean, and Wendy's kid is younger than Peter Pan, and it's just gross. Like, and this is considered, like, a fairy tale, like, you know, a well-known fairy tale for kids.
今日エントランスで14時に待ち合わせしてたんだけど、アビゲイルが遅刻してきてさ。
Exactly, that's what the book's all about. And, like, the snide remarks about, from the author, I just wanted to, like, throw him off the boat in the middle of shark-frenzied waters. And we have Native Americans in Peter Pan for what reason exactly? They actually don't really play any big part. They're kind of just there so Peter Pan can save Tiger Lily. And then they treat Peter Pan like a god because English racism?
から約束してたのに遅れてきたからついカーッとなって怒鳴っちゃって。
All the more reason for new stories. Get inspired by the good parts of your problematic phase and fix the bad stuff. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm thankful that Disney took Tinkerbell and kind of spun her off in her own thing. Because number one, she gets to live. Number two, she's kind of the hero of her own stories. I mean, it's still Disney, but they actually did something with her. Speaking of news stories, I heard about what's his name that made the newish Wizard of Oz movie. Basically where the Wizard of Oz is the protagonist. He's mentioned something about there's no good fairy tales with strong male leads, and it's like, excuse me? Like, if we're talking classic fairy tales, there's a whole pile of them. If we're talking modern fairy tales, there's, well, I mean, Turfy Potter, Percy Jackson, the one with the cats in it, Cat Warriors, the one with the mouse guard. I mean, yeah, they're animals, but they're still male. But he was like, oh, the princesses, like Snow White and Cinderella, and like, those were cautionary tales for women. They weren't supposed to be super romantic and shit, like... In The Little Mermaid, she turns to sea foam. She literally dies, and if we're talking German fairy tales, like, those are just fucking up, straight up horror stories. Like, if you don't get the time on bed, like, some creature will crawl through your window and eat you. Like, yeah, thanks, Germany. I think there's, like, a whole video series about it. Because I was looking up, Bugbear. In Shin Megami Tensei, there's a creature called Bugs, which is a kind of like a horror stuffed bear with like the seam ripping open on the belly and like there's skulls in there, and I'm like, it's Bug, and it says it's from German folklore. Okay, so I looked it up and it turns out to be the Bugbear, and the Bugbear is like eats children if they don't go to sleep on time or don't go to bed properly, and I'm like, thanks, Germany.
アビゲイルがわざと遅れたわけじゃないことは頭では分かってた。
But like every single like movie I've seen come out is with a male protagonist. Like I said, Percy Jackson and all of the hell, even Marvel, the superhero movies like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman. Yeah, we got Wonder Woman. I think we only got one movie. X-Men's lead is usually Wolverine. And then I think Wolverine even got his own spin-off series. Something that causes... I think I just like German fairy tales because they're... Or like... They're just so messed up. Like Hansel and Gretel. Like, they go and they go to the witch's hut, and I think they're supposed to get eaten in the end, but I'm not certain. I think they shove the witch in the oven. There's, like, different versions. But it was, like, German cautionary tale. Well, it sounds Christian Andersen. Hans Christian Andersen is pretty messed up.
反省してるんだ。それならアビゲイルと話すればいいじゃない。
でも元はといえば遅れてきたアビゲイルの方が悪くない？
Wonder Woman got 2 movies, but the second one was real bad. I honestly haven't watched any Marvel stuff. I think it's crazy the term breadcrumbs are taking the opposite meaning. The intended one these days. Yeah. Like, they left a trail of breadcrumbs and didn't get the breadcrumbs get eaten by the birds or something. Which I think when you're doing the directories, like, the directory before it, those are called breadcrumbs. It's the good old, I yelled at someone and feel bad for it, but I can't own up to the fact that I was in the wrong, so I'm gonna put some of the blame on them so I don't have to apologize. I'd hope they apologize first. It's a very real feeling.
そうだね。寝る前に聞いてみる。アッコありがとう。話聞いてくれて。
Next, late on schedule. We'll check on them the next morning. See, because they're fighting at 4 p.m. So we'll be able to find out what the problem was. Talk to Abigail before then. Alright. Before 4, which would be... Let's go to 3. I think the point was that the kids weren't prepared and made a bad decision, but now breadcrumbs is an idiom meaning a reliable, retraceable path, yes. I think there was also one to where the character, I'm pretty sure it was a male character, was using thread, but I think the thread got tangled up or something, or cut. Underground spiral stairs. Hallway. And this should be the entrance. The world is my oyster. That's not from Alice in Wonderland, is it?
リンリン、もう一度見せて。こうやって、こうやって、こうある。難しいわね。もう一回お願い。こうやって、こうやって、こうある。
こうある。Where the speaker is frustrated with the circumstances and oysters are painless and difficult to fry. Open. Yeah, when people say the world is my oyster, it's like the world is like... I own, like, the whole world, the world is everything, and... Like, there's the one of Jack of all trades, but master of none. But, like, the second half of that is at least not master of one? Something about breaking his sword to try to pry open this metaphorical oyster. Like, I think the, most people think of, like, the world's my oyster, like, there's gonna be a pearl in the oyster. Like, the one I hate is the new one about if I had a nickel. Like, if I had a nickel anytime that happened, I'd have 2 nickels. It's like, it's not a lot, but it just happened twice. It's like, everybody forgets, like, if I had a nickel every time that happened, I'd be a rich person. That you've achieved your goal, which is not what the character was trying to say at all. Like, they're having difficulty achieving their goal. I need to go to the courtyard. Yet, I think so. They're trying to say the world's hard to break into. She's dismissed Shakespeare as an actor turned playwright. It's all connected.
おい気持ちは嬉しいんだけど、感想は食べてからでいいよ。
Like, jack of all trades, like, oh, you don't master, like, one trait, but you know a bit about all things, so you can kind of flow between them versus being master of one to where you're only in that one trade to where you don't look outside your box.
あっこ、休みんか見なかった？休みんかに何か用？ちょっと美味しい料理のコツを教えてもらおうと思って、来週実家に帰るから両親に手作り料理を作ってあげるのよ。へえ、偉いね。あ、でも休みんかって料理うまいの
？Sometimes don't like it when they put a J instead of a Y because people are gonna say Jasminka when her name is Yasminka. Because I think it might be Russian or Russian adjacent. Even though using the J is absolutely the correct way you spell that. Like, in Castlevania, I forget which one, his name is Just? No, the name's Julius. But it's supposed to be Julius Kaiser. But, you know, it's a J, so we pronounce it as a J because English. Johannes Factorum? Factorum? I mean, Johnny Do It All. Very on the nose. Johannes Factotum. Oh, see, she's fat, so she must know stuff about cooking. God, thank you, anime. I hate it. John, whatever, you know, 500 or so years later. Yeah, John gets to do everything, even be a toilet. Women's names, however, are associated with negativity. Like, Karen, the more recent name that's associated with negativity. And Mary Sue, the other one that's associated with negativity. And I know it's like something that you use to like Lazy Susan? Why do we call it a Susan? Like if it's supposed to be Susan, like a word from another language, don't use a name. Like, I know where the term Karen came from. It was a very specific, very cultural thing, but the way it's being used now just seems like just throw women under the bus again. Because I actually saw someone ask about male Karens, and I'm like, well, it's come to the part to where it's just reached like just basic misogyny. Just again, because like it implies that only women can be annoying complainers. Not that women aren't already portrayed as annoying complainers, but now it's like men are excluded from it. Like the men that do this thing, they're not it's like women are a monolith again, men are not a monolith. Like if that guy's an asshole, it's just that guy. It's not like all Brads are an asshole. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, names associated with things. I can't think of any male names that are really associated with negativity. And the only reason it's called a John is, I think, the person, like, who first popularized toilets or something was named John or something. I'd have to research it again, but like the name was like kind of an inventor or a person that contributed to the toilets. Constance?
かったんだよ。
Constance. Yeah, Chad's not. It's somewhat used as a pejorative, but it, like, it's one of those, the people using Chad positively are like the toxic people. Like, I want to be a mega Chad. But then on the other hand, like, you don't be a Chad because, like, the Chads are, you know, the big, huge, toxic types.
私、コンスタンツェの名前を覚えてるよ。
Constance. There's another thing I was thinking of. I've seen the term chud, which isn't a name.
本当か？うん、いいよ。
I think the only other time I've seen names related to things is body parts. We all know the names of a certain body part named after, like, certain names. Oh look, Google! I have caps lock on. Constanze Amalie von Brauschbank Albrechtsberger. She's the local tech whiz. Constanze Amalie von Braunschweig Albrechtsberger. That's the, she's from Germany, obviously. You know Germany. They're like tanks and guns and stuff, right? They still do that, right? No? We're just in no? But they're known for their mechanical engineering. Amelie... This is kind of wrong because you pronounce the V-O-N as phone, because in German the V's become F's. That's why it's called a Volkswagen. Folks, you know, folks, people, wagon. Braunschweig. Albrechtsberger.
コンスタンツェ・アマーリエ・フォン・ブランシュバンク・アルブレヒツベルガーでしょ？
Well, I don't know.
げえ、なんで覚えられるんだ？
I looked it up online. I'm going to look up a list of first names used as euphemisms but having a hard time formulating into good. Albrechtsberger? Burger. Burger meaning like town or village. Albrecht, I have no idea. Brown is brown. Spunk, I don't know. I'd have to look that up. Or brown spunk. I should know that. I went to art school. I didn't focus on like any of the good art. Well, I don't know if he was a good artist. Famous artist? Yeah, I should know that. I had to take so much art history. Alright, let's see. He kind of looks like... Okay, he did Adam and Eve. The one with the... Well, no, they put fake leaves over them. Yeah, you should know your friend's entire long-ass name.
マジかよ。私も絶対覚えてやる。
You know what? I am curious. Brunswick. Braunschweig is Braunschweig is Brunswick. Brown is brown. That's not English, that is German. Her name is like just a series of names, but I know Burger is like village. I have a feeling there's usage of male first names to describe poor people in a negative way, so yikes. Not a possible name as it's Japanese. Yuta meaning an incompetent guy? I haven't heard about that. Gunma! You lived in Japan, is it true?
アッコにだって覚えられたんだし、私にできないはずはない。一言余計なんだよね。
Nimrod's from the Bible. Nimrod was actually a wise man. And the reason we use it as like a pejorative is it comes from Bugs Bunny when he's like, that guy's thinks he's a Nimrod. Basically, that guy thinks he's smart, but you know, like Elmer Fudd or something, he's actually a fool. Yeah, kind of like, oh, like, that guy's just an Einstein. Well, that's used in a positive way, but, you know, in the pejorative, like, that guy thinks he's so smart.
なって悔しいじゃんよ。それじゃ、教えてくれたアッコにはこれやるよ。
Which, I kind of want to use Nimrod because of Bugs Bunny, like, that thinks he's smart. Or, well, Gunma came up with, that guy needs more vitamin C, or that person needs more vitamin C. You watch it, Einstein, I'm on your side. Or the no shit Sherlock. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yay, I got candy. Yeah, I completed that one. Cletus, describe porn and yourself. Cletus, Jim Bob, Jimbo, or, you know, when people start stringing names together, like, but biblical names, like, what? My Bible just kind of fell out of my brain.
さてと、ご用件は?
Harry, Dick, or Tom, which always makes me think of a music number. Tom, Dick, or Harry?
Lasha!
Which is kind of a pejorative, but, like... Demon Horn. Interesting. Don't need any of that, don't need any of that, don't need any of that. Kind of like just any old guy, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
ダっていいよね。アマンダ？なんか自由って感じじゃん。私はあそこまで無茶はできないかな。そうかな。あっこにはわからないかもね。あっこは自由っていうか、やりたい放題だし。
Yeah. I find it interesting her name is Gigi. Like the cat from Ghibli. Ghibli and, what's her name? Ameko? Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Majo no Takyuben Kiki's Delivery Service by Eiko Kadono. Yeah, Gigi's also like grandpa. Yeah, Gigi. I've read the book, but I kind of want to say that it was like a series of books in Japan. Anyway, the book was different from, I'm on kind of a grumpy old cat, but it's named after a different Ghibli movie, Hal, which is also based off of Howl's Moving Castle by Dion Wynne Jones. Who's on Tumblr, and I kind of... I don't want to say don't like her, but she, like, bought a bunch of the check marks from Tumblr back when Tumblr was trying to do with Twitter, and I was like, I really just don't like all these people buying the check marks. Because Tumblr is also a shit.
褒めたつもりはない。
Wasn't a compliment. Oh, like I remember seeing the name all over the picture when I worked at the library. Yeah. Like I've read her book, so I'm trying to... Entrance... No, that's not the front gate. I need to go to the front gate. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe.
I could be in the entirely wrong spot. Oh, yeah, it's Abigail.
どうしたの？ブライトンベリーの魔道具カフェで取り寄せしてたものが手違いで届いてなくて。
So someone will open magic item captain in one from Mary. No, it's
だ
lost!
からブライトンベリーに行って。でもそれじゃ間に合わないし。何がいるの？教えてくれたら私も探してみるけど。
But when the people say Ghibli is the Disney of Japan, they're not joking because a lot of Ghibli stuff is not original. Most people I've talked to are like, that was not Ghibli original? It's like, no, it wasn't. Howl's Moving Castle, that not original and not Japanese. Arietti, not original, not Japanese. Kiki's Delivery Service, not original, but yes, Japanese. Ghetto Senki. Yeah, thanks, thanks, captains. Not original, not Japanese. It's actually the Earthsea saga, which I hear the movie sucks because it's trying to cram 3 or 4 or however many books into like 1 2-hour movie.
多分無理だと思うけど、魔女の伝統と歴史っていう本なの。魔道具カフェのつてで探してもらって取り寄せてたんだけど、もうなんで
Magic
届いて
Item
ないの？
Cafe. I want to go to a Magic Item Cafe.
あの魔道具カフェの店員、うさんくさいと思ってたけど、信じた私がバカだった。ああ、あの店員ね。
The Cat Baron, I do believe, is not original. It's another Japanese, based off a Japanese manga. Yeah, almost something about Miyazaki-san being so vindictive that he has Sparrowhawk kill his father or something? I think so. I watched it and it didn't make any sense to me, so I can't really comment on it. And I remember people, or maybe the original author, being angry that she wanted Miyazaki to work on it, but Miyazaki handed it off to his son, who did that one movie and then never did anything else. Yeah, it's kind of... sloppy is probably putting it lightly.
図書室にはないの？その買ったものじゃないと。
Goodbye, copy.
プレゼントだから今日ないといけないの。
I mean, you could just present it as a birthday present and then just slide like a bought copy later on into the library. Gwyn made good on some of her regrets after the third Earthsea book, which I gotta read some. I hear that the Earthsea books are problematic, but at the same time, I hear the author is one of those, yeah, I wrote bad stuff, I'm not proud. Yeah, like, buy witches into a world that doesn't let women join the wizard school. Which, I can admire authors that are like, yeah, I wrote bad stuff, I'm not proud. I wish I could go back and correct it, versus, yeah, that I wrote bad stuff, it's great, you're the problem, which is like, no.
そっか。あ、それじゃあ私も探してみるよ。
That's why I like sometimes annotated, like, books. Like, I have, like, the annotated Dragonlance Chronicles, and just hearing some of the authors of, like, yeah, this character would never do that. You know, looking back on it, this character would never do that. But at the time, we needed the plot to move a direction, so we made her make a bad decision.
お願い。できれば16時まで。
Which undermined her entire character. Okay, late on schedule. I don't know why I'm so focused on this one. Diana. I don't know where that is. Okay. East dormitory. Second. I think I wanted to read Earthsea, but like the whole, I'm not sure, I'm probably thinking of a different one, but that whole witches do this, wizards do that, and gender essentialism kind of got to me. But I'm probably mixing it up with another witches book, gender essentialist book, where it's like the women are healers and the men are like the spellcasters. That goes really, really terrible. I'll have to put him into my to-read list. Where am I? In the hallway. On the 4th floor. I need to know. I went up the stairs. Whoops. Yeah, in spite of their flaws. I'm reading a book from my childhood that is totally terrible, and I'm kind of wondering what the author thinks about her old work. Like, is she like, I still think it's the most great and wonderful work in the world? Which it's not, it's horribly racist. Or is she like, kind of kicking the book under the rug of like, yeah, let's not talk about that it still exists. And to some people it's still relevant. This is the west. I need to go to the east. Other than the Turf series, I've read the 4th book of When the Wind did some strong course correction on gender in the world. That's good. I like it when authors are like, I can't unwrite what I've written, so I'll steer the ship in a more positive direction. Although, in my opinion, I really think authors should be allowed to rewrite their books. They should be like, okay, I'm going to rewrite this really, really, really popular book that everyone likes to fix it. Like, I know I can't change the plot too much because that's the plot of the books, but I'm gonna definitely put in at least some things that say, yeah, I don't like this, I don't like what I wrote. The Tombs of Atuan, which is from the perspective of a young woman raised in a cult. Yeah, I know I have them in my backlog. I'll probably put that up there. Alright. Is that what I need for this? There we go. Now we can teleport. Tiana isn't here. Yeah, could just rewrite a line or two in the first book to say there were girls learning magic too, and then later books call out gender disparity in the world could also have been changed. I mean, could have since she's sadly passed away. Oh, that's right. I forgot. She might have written some notes or annotated or something. I'm not supposed to just be rummaging through her stuff, am I? Probably like, in Diana's room, but you're not supposed to be here in Diana's room. You're supposed to find Diana someplace else in the whole place. Like, the book that I wrote, I am going back and completely rewriting because there are some parts that I just don't like in it. Okay, it doesn't show... Okay, it's 8 o'clock. The city became about the New York boroughs. All for making these stories rather than reading old ones. What are things about N.K. Jemisin's Magic series? I read the first 2 books. I want to say I liked them. Hey Gunma, how goes it? We're actually trying to get a quest completed, and after I get the quest completed, I'm probably gonna switch over to Picross. Some hours into Dragon Warrior 7 on a 3rd playthrough, which is 30 hours too many into a 3rd playthrough. Too many of that game. Okay, the 5th season, The Broken Earth, I gave 4.5 stars to. Or wait, no, that's just the average rating. Let's see, the 100,000... Okay, no, that's... I haven't read that one. I've read the 100,000 Kingdoms, and I gave it 3 stars. Why did I give it 3 stars? I might have just thought it was boring. Alright. Dead Mom. That automatically gets points off. Show me my review. Show me my review. I just side with the Demon Lord and stop fixing this bad planet. Okay, as I said, the writing was stale, a ton of cliches. The dark-haired bad boy, the shining bright god of justice, and the Ojo-sama, which is the mean girl. I also didn't like the important women were fridged, and the only other woman of importance beside the main character was the evil, conniving rich woman character, the Ojo-sama. That was a major disappointment. Overall, there's very little character development, and what you do learn is given by way of info dumps. Even the ending was one big info dump. And it would have been nice to have the mystery be solved over time. Overall, the plot isn't bad, however, the execution is pretty stale. Alright, overall, just kind of uses too many of the cliches I don't like, but plot good. Yes. I mean, I kind of do hate it when, like, 8 o'clock. It is 8 o'clock. Give me a book. In your room, give me a book. Oh, Gunma. Platty Pete wanted to know if Utah was kind of a derogatory name or like a name used for let me scroll up. An incompetent guy. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. This back is wrong. Yeah, like, I could think of one of the characters from one of my favorite animes is named Yuta.
あらアッコ、寝ぼけて部屋を間違えているのかしら。こんな時間になんのよ。私たちこれから寝るんだから。用がないならさっさと出て行ってよね。
Maybe.
Maybe it was just a bunch of parents that didn't want their kids. Like Karen or Mary Sue used. And don't be a Yuta. Also, don't be a Tanaka Kakue. Thanks, captions. Thanks. Maybe it's 7 o'clock. By the way, night and day, Tanaka Kakue. Kakue. Probably they use like famous people that got busted for Mary Jane or something. Hide, oh shit. What about this natural lit?
どうしよう。
Oh shit. Alright. Have fun lurking. Thanks, Rumins. Coming soon. I got that whole skit in my head because my friend likes that skit. Really? Okay, I think I know what's up. I know what's up. Or not. Take care. Stay safe. Keep an on. Don't put yourself on a list. I'm not reading this wrong, am I? It's daylight. I can read the clock, right? Starting from 18 o'clock. On the next day, speak to Abigail in the third floor hallway around. That's proof. Okay. In front at 2 o'clock. And speak to Diana in the room at 8 o'clock to get a book from her. I'm gonna speak to Abigail at the front gate at. It is like 8 o'clock. Doesn't get more 8 o'clock than that. Try visiting Diana in her room. Alright, let me... Let me go back to the beginning. Diana's room, it actually has a convenient teleport. She's not in her room at 8 o'clock. Ten o'clock, not here. What's the name of this song? Lead on schedule. Okay. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't say how to complete it. I hate these things. The only one I can find is Neo Seeker, which says 8 o'clock in her room. He's not in her room. Game facts, help! Hi. You. I know you're not in your room. See, that is Diana. You're supposed to be in your room. Go to your room. Like, am I in the middle of something I have to finish before she'll be in her room? The locations. Yeah, thanks for, like, no help. Oops. Caps lock. Chamber of frustration. You will find Diana in her room during the same time Abigail is at the front gate. Which is 2 fucking o'clock, according to this. Thank you for writing a shit guide. and not correcting it. See, this is why I'm cheating with the movement magic, because, like, fucking seriously? Also, really, there's no, like... And you're supposed to run over Hell and Half Acre in this game while the clock is ticking down, and if you don't get there in time, you have to wait an entire time loop to redo it. No, sorry, I like doing it my way. Time frozen. I'm a witch, right? I can freeze time. And the fact that I just kind of keep wasting these potions that I'd have to grind to get is... What am I doing? I was running to the entrance to talk to Abigail again. That's what I was doing. I don't need to, I already did. She's actually at the front, I think, at 4 o'clock. At 4, after 4, or before 4? Get in your room! I can't go back that far. That goes to 6 o'clock. If I come here at 8, everybody is here except for Deanna. Yeah, because Deanna's not here. But those two are. Alright, 2 o'clock. No. Three o'clock. No. Past 4 o'clock? No. 5 o'clock. I swear I talked to her around like 3 or 4. Six? No. I am in your room, doing things in your room. Like, why can't I just steal the book? Literally 8 o'clock. At night. Not in here. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
どうしよう。
I think I know what the problem is. Spent a whole freaking hour. I think I know what the problem is. Thanks, game, you suck. Now, which one of these was the thing I need? What? Library? No. I mean, the library has the book. I mean, if I'm borrowing it from Diana, it's technically a loan? Okay, that's the key chest. Yeah. If this is it, I swear I will... Oh yeah, and or... Maybe it was 3, maybe it was 5. Alright, let's try 8. I give up. Give up. Gotta save this mystery for Halloween. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of progress on this quest. No progress on the main quest. I am eternally frustrated. Like, if there was, like, I'm not supposed to have Angela in the... or Diana in the party yet. Then... like I done fucked myself over? Also, there a borderless like window? No. Of course, there's no borderless window. This is made for consoles. Alright, display settings. Full screen window, full screen. Okay, there we go. Found it. I got there. I might, I don't know, if I remember to do this in the future, like, see if I can complete the quest, and then, did not save and been like, alright, I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z. I wrote a guide! Or, you know, I might just ask my friend who's beaten this game. Although she might have been like, side quest? What side quest? Alright. I'm not done yet. That's why I'm off in the corner. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. I can't lose my religion because I never had any to begin with. I think the religion's a sham, a scam. Alright, let me go into studio mode. Alright, switch to 16 by 9. I'll do it myself. Oopsie. I know what I'm doing. I totally know what I'm doing. I have a witch hat on. I know what I'm doing. Maybe. Okay. Looks like it might be a... My mouth's moving? It's moving. What was this game called? Oh. Excuse you? Okay. Many years ago, a little witch named Cassia was in serious academic trouble. Wow, I'm late! I'm late! My teacher's gonna be so mad. Oh, I hope she isn't mad. If Cassia didn't do something about her grades, she was going to fail Charms class. And if she failed now, she was in danger of flunking out. I don't want to repeat a year. I want to graduate with all my friends. Gotta hurry up and get to the library. Which way was that again? She wasn't very good at studying. See, I was commenting about the female anime protagonist is kind of a klutz and not very good at doing the thing that she's supposed to be doing. Female anime protagonist wasn't good at studying, isn't good at directions. As long as someone was there to explain things to her slowly, like a child, she could understand anything. It's because it's cute, and it's this whole, like, girls, women are supposed to be constantly cute, and I kind of don't like it, because it just kind of pigeonholes a whole gender into, like, one little thing. Eventually. I made it, thank goodness! You're 20 minutes late. Ah, she's mad after all. Sit here, we'll begin with this charm. Huh? We're starting already? I thought we should make the most of our time together, since you were late. Oh yeah, let's make the most of it, Senna. For the sake of my grades. Eto, bleh. Cassia took her seat and stared blankly at the grid in front of her. You should know where this story's going. Normally she loved to draw in class, but charms were different. Please draw the charm according to the instructions. Okay, you do know how to complete something this simple, right? Yeah! I can do it. I've done lots before. Great. Go ahead then.
111
Stop that. In all honesty, Cassie could never remember how to read the instructions to draw the charms correctly. But she was gonna do her best. I can do this. I know it's to think I'm a dummy. Let me tell you something. Alright. Now you see where this is going. It's Picross. It's Witch Picross. Astral Magic, which is a star. Yay, I finished it! Good. So you know how to follow instructions after all. I did my best. I'll be honest, you're always sleeping in class, so I didn't expect anything from you. Damn harsh. Like, kids sleep in class for, like, reasons. Like, they might actually have an after-school job. They might have, like, a rough, like, life at home. They might have to take care of, like, all of the chores because the mom and dad are both working because we live in a hellscape. A capitalist hellscape. And then they have to take care of their little siblings because we live in a capitalist hellscape. And then they stayed up all night studying or doing homework or something and has like next to zero time for themselves. So of course they're sleeping in class because they like stayed up till 4 a.m. and then like school starts at 7 a.m. But it's right after lunchtime and my desk is by the window. I just get so full and warm and cozy that I end up falling asleep. I can't help it. That's why you're on the verge of failing. Yeah, that's true. If you don't mind, I'm going to quiz you between charms to ensure you understand the material correctly. Oh, quizzes are exciting! Is his name George Ryan? Or Ryan George from Pitch Beating? I just kind of imagined her singing that voice of, I'm excited. Really, I assumed you'd dread them. Have you ever taken those, from magazines and stuff? Oh, personality quizzes, I love those! No, let's stay on track. Can you identify the charm you just drew? Astral Magic? It was the charm for Astral Magic, right? Yes, it is. Astral charms bring good luck. They're exceedingly common, perfect for beginners. I think stars are just so cute, like, when they're all around it at the end. Yes. Okay, next question. Let's see, would this display properly? No. Like, in one of the emoji sets I have, the star is actually rounded on the corners. Like in Sanrio, the Twinkle Star sprites. Considering we're starting with the fundamentals, what are the next two charms I'm going to have you draw? Time and space? That'd be time and space, right? Correct. They're the other two main pillars of the magic circle. Am I supposed to know this ahead of time? You know, hang on, let me... So much for that. I was gonna, like, fix the captions? No, wait, it's not fixing them. Making it worse! Oh wait, it's... there, it's here. Let's see. I probably just need to make the font smaller. Maybe. Maybe. Or, hang on, I know how to fix this. There! I think I fixed it. Anyway. Time and Space of Dialga and Palkia. But isn't it cheating if you tell me beforehand? Cheating? I don't know how to draw it without reading the instructions. That's not fair. I am sliding into my, dinosaur dinosaur game protagonist. Oh, know how to draw without reading the instructions. That's not fair. That voice. And please read the instructions anyway, just to be sure. Here's the next puzzle. Try to finish it quickly so we can move on. Okay. Alright. It's kind of a little bit imprecise. Because I am using a controller because I like using a controller. It's easier on my hands. Okay, that's an hourglass. I did it, Senna! It's the hourglass one! Temporal magic, yes. Let's see. Palkia was space, right? Dialga is time? But I mean, none of it matters. Darkrai is the #1 Pokemon from that era. What does this one do again? You tell me, I'm sure you know. Makes you go slow, slow something. Go fine. This one's on clocks and stuff, right? So it keeps the time. Yes, it ensures that time will slow slowly. Like, I picked that one because, like, fast and slow, they're like the opposites of each other, and I can't pick both at the same time. So it must be the last option I can't pick. Yay, I got it right! To affect time in different ways, you would need to draw a combination of more complex charms. Why can't I just cast a spell? It's so much easier than writing these out. I cast Magic Missile. Do I really have to explain this? Charms are essential for magical tools. Objects can hold magic much longer when charms are drawn into them. Oh right, that sounds pretty useful, especially for people who, like, can't use magic and stuff. How old are you, Cassia? 17? Is she like a senior in school? I suppose she could be a junior, but like, we're still doing basics and we're a junior, senior in school? I just turned 17. Do you know what I want to know when my birthday is? No, you're getting distracted. My point is, you should know these things by now. Aren't you embarrassed as a witch? You're like 17 and in your senior years of school and you still don't know the basics. But I know we have to go over the basics because this is a video game and the player has to go over the basics so they understand how to play the game. Which is why when you start an RPG game, you always like have to go through the, okay, let's go through the basics again with your tutor or whoever. Huh? Or, you know, you're a 14-year-old boy who's like just a kid that, you know, suddenly the Magic Emperor shows up in your town and like kills your mom and burns your entire village down, and now you have to go on a quest for revenge, because that's how all JRPGs go, right? Like, the mom has to die for some reason. Like, it would be kind of funny if, like, the JRPG is like, yeah, the mom dies, but then you find out, like, she's the part of the evil empire and she just got sick of the fucking town treating her like garbage, and so that's why she burnt it the fuck down. And the reason you can't find her is because she just, you know, left with the evil empire. Like, she tried to, like, settle down from her job at the evil empire in, like, you know, a little rural town, and then it's like, you know, they treat me like garbage. I tried to, you know, turn over a new leaf, but I'm just gonna burn all the leaves in this town to the ground. And the reason why she doesn't wait for you is because she specifically told you to be at a certain place and time, but you're a 14-year-old JRPG protagonist, so your friends are like, let's go do the thing we're not supposed to do? And she's just kind of pissed, in a pissed mood. It's like, you know what? If he's not gonna listen to me, fuck him. He can find me later. Like, you know, she knows where he is. So she's gonna be, she keeps tabs on him, but she's like, I'm just leaving. I told him to be here and he's not here. I'm leaving. And then he, like, meets the evil emperor, and the evil emperor is like, huh? What's there to be embarrassed about? Like, I have your mother right here with me, and the protagonist's like, no! Give my mom back! You know, after he finds out she's still alive, no, give my mom back! And eventually the mom's like, hey kid, like, and it's like, no, mom, you're part of the evil emperor! Like, no shit, I kinda, like, tried to tell you a couple times, but you didn't listen because, you know, you're a 14-year-old kid, and you don't listen. Which is, like, half the reason I burnt the entire place down. Like, maybe I'll give a hint of, like, that the mom might still be alive and everything might be okay because, like, their house doesn't, like, get too much fire damage. Because she's like, yeah, I don't want to destroy my stuff. Everything calls me an airhead, so maybe it's like, what's it called? When someone thinks something, but then it totally happens? A self-fulfilling prophecy? Yeah, one of those thingies. You do want to learn, right? Or are we both wasting our time here today? I want to pass Charms class so I can graduate with everybody. You said you'd help me, Senna. Yes, I did. Here, draw this last charm. I have club activities after this, so Senna's our tutor. Oh, what club are you in? The Charm, Cassia. Oh, right, focus. I really like it when it automatically fills in, like, the X's for me. Spatial magic, which is a chocolate chip cookie. It's obviously a chocolate chip cookie. Couldn't be anything else but a chocolate chip cookie. And now I'm remembering I have cookie dough ice cream in the freezer, and I'm half tempted to, like, pry out all the cookie dough chunks and, like, bake them in the cookies. Has anybody ever tried that? Is it just kind of me just wanting to try that? And then I get sad because my chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream no longer has chocolate chip cookie dough in it because I carved them all out and baked them. Welcome to my brain. These are getting kind of tricky. How does anybody fill them out without guessing? Logic. It's by process of elimination. You're testing out the possibilities by marking them, right? Marking? Oh yeah. If I mark them first, I can see if all the numbers will match up. That's so smart. Did you sleep through the whole semester? These are the absolute basics. That's why I need your help, Senna. Isn't Cassia kind of like a root? Cassia root? And Senna? No, that's Sienna, not Senna. Senna, not Senna, like cinnamon. It probably has nothing to do with any kind of fruit or vegetable. It's probably just the name. And Cassia is the one that has Cassia root. I like all my classes when they first start, but like if I fall behind even a little bit, I get totally lost. And pay the fuck attention and take notes. Especially take notes if you don't want to pay attention. Just write down like what the class is about and read them later. You really don't need to be totally laser focused to write. It's just whatever's coming out of the teacher's mouth. But I feel like I'm catching up now. You've helped so much already. Glad to hear it. Does she not even try normally? I'll give you one last quiz to review. What we went over today. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm ready. Quiz me, quiz me. What was the last charm I had you draw? Question 1. Bubble charm. Spatial magic. The space one. Spatial magic. Good job. You identified it correctly. This looks like it's written in Python, so I'm wondering if it's using RenPy, or if they just made their own thing up. But if it's RenPy, it might be able to use controller, but I ain't gonna just bother setting it up properly. The spatial charm's function is stabilization. It's commonly engraved into exteriors of larger buildings. Oh, like on the walls of our city? Yes, like on the outer walls. These sorts of measures are necessary in places with a high concentration of magic. Necessary? Why? The city might collapse in on itself otherwise. This charm prevents that. Collapse? That sounds really bad. Thank goodness the charms on the wall will protect us. Etople. Question 2. For tomorrow's session, what size will the charm grids be? Turn. Next was, they got twice as big, right? I mean, it's 10 instead of 5. That would be 4 times as big. Huh, but 5 plus 5? Oh, it's because it's 4 squares. Sorry for being silly. Doesn't surprise me that you can't do math either. Yeah, it doesn't give me the option for, like, something else. Yeah, it will go from 1 square to 4 squares. It doesn't surprise me. She was right, though. It's going to be a 10 by 10 grid, at least. We'll be moving up to 10 by 10 grids tomorrow, so come prepared. Yes, ma'am. Wait, should I call you ma'am? You're an underclassman. Call me whatever you like. I don't particularly care. Question 3. What is your goal? What do you want for me as your tutor? To graduate. I want to graduate with everyone. Please teach me more about charms so I can pass my class. I intend to, as long as you take these lessons seriously. I have a lot on my plate right now. Yeah, I'm as serious as can be. Not serious at all. Doubtful, but I'll take your word for it. One last thing. My payment for the day. Oh yeah, where's my bag? With the day's tutoring section coming to a close, the girls gathered their things. Senna tapped her foot as Cassia dug through her messy, overstuffed bag until... Yay, I found it! Here's your money! So glad I didn't forget it at home. Thanks, same time tomorrow then? Uh-huh, bye-bye! Huh? That was the first time she smiled. Was Senna's tutoring really going to help Cassia pass Charms class? Or was her naivety being exploited to make a quick buck? None of these things crossed Cassia's mind. Her only thoughts at the time were... Gosh, Senna's serious strict. I better study extra hard tonight to be ready for his next quiz. I wonder if I should practice a little more while I'm here. Yeah, let's draw a bonus charm. Shit. Is this even logical? Yeah, this doesn't seem to be logical. It's candy. Like, the 4 could go up here. That one can go down there. I don't know. Cassia left the library with her head in the clouds, as always. She's gonna do her best tomorrow, too. It's almost time for the next lesson. I hope it's not too hard. Said it's gonna be 10 by 10 grids today. Oh, I always mess up on those ones. The young witch hurried along the library, greeting her friends as she passed by them in the halls. Despite their upcoming finals, the after-school atmosphere felt so relaxed. Hey Cassie, we're getting crepes after this one, join? Cassie, we're watching a movie for Anime Club today, you should come! As much as she would have loved to hang out with everyone, there was no way she could skip her study sessions. Hey Senna, I'm ready for those 10 by 10 charms you promised. You're right on time today. Congratulations! I practiced the temporal charm a lot last night. I'll never be late again! Ah yes, messing with time and space just to fix my screw-ups. Glad to hear it. So have you memorized the pillars? Pillows? Pillars. Oh, the magic ones. Yes, I know them. Recite them for me, please. Temporal, spatial, star, hourglass, and bubbles! Hey, why isn't it a triangle? It's temporal, spatial, and astral magic, the puzzle from yesterday. Correct, thank you for paying attention. With 10 by 10 grids, we can combine the pillars to achieve more complicated, nuanced effects. Nuanced? This is where charms start to become interesting. Higher level grids contain more magic, meaning more power. Just remember, when you're doing Picross, you're casting spells. So if you're doing an 80 by 80 grid Picross from Picross Katana, you're gonna destroy the world. You shouldn't do that. The world is going to be over if you do an 80 by 80 Picross. Worse if it's in color, too. Because people say those are harder for some reason, even those are, like, easier because you can pick out the colors and be like, yeah, there's like a three green pixels here, and there's only like a 1 and a 1 and a 1 here that goes here, versus everything is black dots forever. Consequently, this also makes them more dangerous. There's a higher potential for mistakes, the effects of which can be multiplicative as well. Sloppily drawn charms have been known to cause explosions and the like. Ellipses. Or maybe I should say, ellipses! Cassie, you're following all this, yes? Sorry, I was surprised you smiled again. So, what were you saying? Please do not monitor my facial expressions. Huh? Okay. If you need something to fixate on, draw this charm instead. I wonder why. Maybe it's because I'm supposed to pay attention to what she's saying so I can learn. Oh, that means she's angry because she thinks I wasn't learning good. Don't worry, Senna. I'll prove I can do this charm too. Oh, my voice is starting to die. Gotta go, So if I flick it too hard, it goes sideways, and then it goes into another lane. Ah, okay. It's the Chex Mix charm. Or is this the Apple Command Key charm? Connection magic. It's the Apple Command Key charm. Look, Senna, I did it! Well done. It wasn't even as hard as I thought. It must be because of all your help. I think it's 7 and 15 minutes. I'm gonna call it a stream, even if I'm not done with this, because my voice is dying, and I need foods. And I'll see if I can pick this up on Sunday. Like, maybe not as part of, well, I might just poke at it as like an extended Hexen NACHT thing. So please tell me, man, I really am listening. I'm not mad, I was irate. Huh? What's the difference? I'm not good with non-sequiturs. I react too strongly, and I apologize for that. I think I need a dictionary. Oh, good thing I'm in the library. Shall we continue the lesson? Oh, yes, please! And please identify the charm you just drawn. Called connection magic. Oh, I remember, it was connection magic. I can read the upper left corner of the screen. Correct. Connection charms are the union between temporal and spatial magic. Tax collection magic? Yes, exactly. You use the apple, the symbol that's on the apple command key to collect your taxes. You just keep pressing that, and then taxes come just falling from the sky. Connection charms are the union between temporal and spatial magic. Union! Oh, it's like they're married! Less than 3. Please don't humanize the pillars. Unless it helps you memorize them, so I suppose. Now, what practical purpose does this charm serve? Portals? If it's time and space, you mean, it's like warping somewhere? Like on the Insta-Rail? Yes, the Insta-Rail is an advanced system of portals accessible by all. It's a marvel of the magical world. Here, it's time to move on to the next charm. I picked up an extra shift tonight, so I'll be finishing some of my homework while you solve these. Got it. I won't bother you then. Okay. I also might just move to my other monitor where I can use my stylus. I don't know why I'm making sound effects like that. I'm also melting slowly because it's really hot here, because it's like echo temperature.
Right now, it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 65 degrees.
It's 73, okay, that's not so bad. But I don't have my window open. It's 73 degrees outside. It's almost like 74. I like your little mouth, the animations when you do something like you like put in a thing or put in a little X. Those are some nice details. I think this is a short game, which is probably going to be one of those games that you just kind of wish was longer. There we go, that's illusion. Are those like sparklies? Some demonic growling. Every crisscross game ever, isn't that? Yes. Jenna's focused on her homework. I don't want to interrupt her. She said she has an extra shift. I wonder what kind of job she has. Although I guess I was ready for Murder by Numbers to be over when it ended. Yeah, I think I saw someone play through Murder by Numbers, and I think it seemed to go on a little longer than... It's overstayed its welcome a little bit. I've never had one. What's it like? Maybe if I had a job, people would think that I'm hardworking and reliable too. That would be nice. Just because you have a job doesn't mean you're hardworking and reliable. It just means you need to trade your labor for money because we live in a capitalist hellscape. If you're ever gonna do a visual novel Picross crossover, I should be Picrossing every character of the text rather than reading. Yes! Yes, do it that way. Like in Mario Picross when you have to do all the kana. Like, it would be nice if you could just, there's just blank text boxes until you Picross all the kana. Thousands upon thousands of repetitive puzzles, yes! Or they get bigger, like here is the 5x5A, and here's the 10x10A, and then the 15x15A, and then you get up to like the 50x50A. Maybe if I had it- okay, well, I've read that. What are you smiling about? Have you finished yet? Oh yes, hehe, I didn't want to interrupt you. The sooner our session ends, the sooner I can return to my other responsibilities. Tell me right away next time. The super fancy 75x50A. Yes. Okay. Then you have to do the fixed width A and then the variable width A. And then because you bought the European version of the game, you have to do all of the A's with all the fancy hats. And the turn A. Counting this one, how many times have you drawn so far? Six. This is the second one today, and then there was astral and temporal and spatial. Oh, and an extra one I did yesterday. Checked out the charm book, like you said. You practiced after I left. Good effort, Cassia. Turn A Gundam's MG model comes with a little cow. Mrrr. Mrrr. A mustache. Yay, I was praised! Moving right along, illusion magic is born from spatial and astral pillars. The projection over reality, the soul manifestation in physical space. Soul? Yes, astral magic relates to the soul. I thought you said it was stars! The pillars are fluid, they're referred to by different names in various cultures. They're water now, too? Fluid, as in flexible. Is she just messing with me? Oh, so they can mean anything! Hey, Arborelia, how goes it? Yes, there's a whole day. There's the Arborelia Day. The day we celebrate trees and other greenery. Actually happens today on the 25th. Hexen NACHT actually happens on the 30th. But you know I'm gonna be kind of asleep on that day, so I'll just celebrate them all at once. And I'm just finishing up with a little bit of Picross. I really should, like, have more tree themes going on. But I'm kind of, like, into the whole witch thing of Hexen NACHT. And I've got, I got a tree in the background. You can't see it because I cover it with the game, but it's there. Hexen NACHT, it means, Witch Night. Which, normally it'd be called Walpurgis NACHT, but that's, like, that's not a good... Walpurgis was, like, the purging of the witches. So... I changed it to be, Hexen NACHT. Since Walpurgis NACHT is German, Hexen is witch, and then NACHT is night. So we celebrate the, like, Walpurgis NACHT is usually just, like, a big witch celebration over in Germany and Europe and all that. It's kind of a second Halloween, and I really kind of wish it would be a thing. Just kind of so we can have, like, a secondary Halloween, because Halloween is fun. So, are you doing good? How'd the whole surgery thing go? And this game is, I ran around and got almost nothing accomplished in Little Witch Academia, Chamber of Time, and then there was like this witchy Picross, small little witchy Picross thing on Itch.io, and I was like, it works. And so we have the fluff-brained protagonist on the left, and the smart tutor witch on the right, and we're doing Picross puzzles. Doing well, my recovery is better than average. Still, I wish I wasn't in this low-level pain a lot. It's all part of the process. I think I remember playing this game. Yeah, it might have shown up on a few radars. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I have another friend that went through the surgery that I think she's recovering. That took a little hiatus from her streaming too. I should also remember that I have shoutouts. Which the overlay is not here. I'll have to get the overlay here next time, because I only usually do this like once a year, so I kind of forget to like move things over. But everyone should go check out Arborelia. She usually does the Silver Ball Century pinball, history of pinball. Which is fun. I watch it whenever I'm awake and cognitive. Also pinball. And usually there's like a little scores table going on if you want to like play along. The audience wants to play along. Which is fun. But I suck at pinball, so I just was like, last time I submitted my scores, they were so pathetically low that I was just like, I'll just do it on my own by myself. Like, I think one of the scores was like 3 million and I was like 200,000 and I'm like, I'm bad at pinball. The pillars of magic circle bleed into one another. It's a spectrum, like colors in a rainbow. Yeah, Kasi is not too up to understand like fluid and spectrum. I love rainbows, but rainbows are very cool. Yes, what I'm saying is the categories were prescribed after the fact to make magic easier to research and study. And fluid doesn't really mean like the way Kasi is like, it means anything. No, it means like it flows back and forth between meanings, or it flows back and forth between something like, you know, fluid. It doesn't have a real defined shape, but it's still fluid. It's not everything, it's just fluid. But it's not easier at all. These charms take so much time to draw. I liked learning magic better when it was more about feelings. Operating on feelings alone means you'll never have to reach your full potential. Magic has so much more to offer. Say, which one are you like in the magic rainbow? Spectrum. From what I hear, Spectrum is a really bad ISP. Going way off topic, but I know there's an ISP named Spectrum and it's bad, almost like Comcast. Yeah, what's your specialty, Senna? Do not recommend them? Yeah. Like, I want to say I haven't had too many problems with Comcast, other than we're probably not getting the bitrate that we're promised. But it only, like, we lose only connection, like, every so often about 2 a.m. when they're updating. I presume you're only asking because you want to tell me yours. What kind of magic are you good with? Slowing down. Illusion, maybe? Yes, I'm really good at illusions. I'm really a tiny little Brussels sprout, but when you perceive me, I look kind of human. Never thought about it. I like doing all kinds of spells. I think illusions are my favorite, though. I didn't know the charm like it. I didn't know the charm looks like a cute flower. It looks like the Apple command key symbol. Yes, I suppose it does. So, what about you? I barely know anything about you, Senna. I may mean to become a logician. My specialties lie in truth magic. Truth magic? Is that the next charm? No, truth is the inverse of illusion, a concept that isn't taught until Charms 2. So truth isn't taught until Charms 2. But you're taught to lie before you're taught to tell the truth. That makes perfect sense. Inverse, there's even more categories? Yes, but you don't have to worry about them for the time being. For now, just complete this next charm. Oh, sure. Actually, let me see something. Huh. Alright, one of my tools probably needs an update, because I have a thing called copy scenes, to where I could copy, like, basically everything from one of my scenes to another scene, like, just since OBS is kind of, like, a bit obtuse to, like, hey, I want this entire scene collection, but I just want to duplicate it so I can tweak it a little bit. And it's like you have to copy everything over. Like, you could copy paste the JSON file, but then it's like now you have to work with JSON, and nobody likes to work with JSON. Except for the people that like to work with JSON. Oh, sure, there's so much stuff I still have no clue about. Am I really gonna be able to pass? Alright. I think there's 15 lessons. I might finish it up. Not sure. Okay. All those are done. Those are done. What's wrong with Jason? Like, I'll poke at Jason. Like, if I have it, like, some point and laid the Jason out, I don't really have that much of a problem with Jason, but, like... sometimes it can just be, like, just a big block of things. People making bad Jason cheer. I just hate it when I'm like, I have a perfectly fine JSON reader built into, I use Notepad++, but it never just auto, formats. I'm just staring at this big, long line of just brackets, thing, comma, brackets, etc. I will say, Jason, at least it's not JavaScript. People make bad all data structures. I used to get cool objects in from the back end of a previous job that had descriptive variable names like A, S1, S2, etc. Like, when you're looking at a CSS file and it's basically all that, you're like... What is an S2? This has to be here. CSS is another thing I don't like, because it just... it kind of feels like the way that people use it is parenthetical, is that the word? To what it's supposed to be used for. Like, it was described as, like, if you want to make a box, like, let's just say you want to make a box with a flower border, you make the box, like, with flower border, like, dot class or whatever it's called. And then, if you want the flower border box, you call upon the flower border box in your HTML file. Like, that flower border box goes here, and this is the stuff that goes in it. But then it's like, I look at CSS and it's like .a.a1. Like what you just posted, and I'm like, it looks like, you know, like you get a flower border, like 5 different things making a flower border box. Growth magic. Is that a sprout? That better be a sprout. Santa, I did it, but I'm starting to get worried about... what if I forget everything you taught me? What if I can't pass the final? There's also down to people naming things poorly, or friend-ends just renaming everything. Yeah, let's not talk about everything that's just basically a pile of letters and numbers. Like, this division is like capital A, small j, 6, 7, uppercase Y, lowercase y. Nothing is stopping you from naming classes things like top border flower or whatever. No, we have to name it border underscore lowercase a, capital U, capital I, capital O, lowercase j, 8, P, we don't know if it's lowercase or not, L, pineapple. And it's like, why? Yes, exactly like that. Too descriptive, sorry. It's a possibility, that's why you have to keep working hard. Okay, I'll do my best. Our time's nearly up, so let's make the last charm for today. That growth charm consists of which 2 pillars? This one is plants! I am half tempted. I think it's astral and temporal, but this one is plants! There's leaves on this one, so it's like plant magic. That means you should combine sunlight and water and it can grow. That's not at all the answer I was looking for, but it's plants! It's the star one for sunshine, and I guess there's no water charm. Then time, because it takes a long time for plants to grow. Except for kudzu. Well, you've managed to arrive at the correct answer, albeit by fluke. See, it's plant magic, all the way. See, we finally got back to plants, and like trees are plants, and Arbor Day. Go pet your local tree, or plant a local tree, or, you know, take your tree out for a walk. Play with your tree. Read to your tree. Play your tree some music. The growth charm affects progress. Its regenerative properties make it very useful to healers. Oh, like the little leaves I draw on healing patches. That's why they're like that. Yes, it's mainly represented as plants, but growth means soul over time. So we have like this little mathematical equation where we put soul, which is like some weird squiggle ass that you need like a math keyboard for, over time. We're gonna represent that by C? Little lowercase c for some reason? That is E equals mc squared, G equals mass times time? I don't know. Let's make it mu. We're gonna make it mu for absolutely no reason whatsoever other than to be confusing and Greek letters look cool sometimes. I get it because plants grow less than 3. So does other stuff that grows fit in with that category too? What about hair? Well, there is the popular myth that a witch's magical power can be judged by the length of their hair. My hair's longer than yours. Maybe. That's a mess! Actually, technically, like, Senna's hair is kind of fluffy, and fluffy hair, like, shortens because it's, like, curly and stuff. I got really curly hair, so I know I'm speaking from expertise. That, like, if I pull the curl out, it's longer than when it goes back to go sproing. Did you grow your hair out thinking to increase your proficiency with magic? I don't know, lots of really cool witches have long hair. This girl is hopeless. Do you think I'd pass the final if I cut my hair? What if it's weighing me down? Cassia, you are a third-year student, failing a mid-level course at an expensive private academy for witches. Now I've done I was petting my local tree's roots a little too hard with a shovel. Now I've done something. Oh, don't pet it with a shovel! Pet it with your hand, or pet it with your hand in a glove. The only reason you should be using a shovel next to a tree is digging a hole near the tree, not into the tree, where, you know, you put your friend Jim, who owed you a lot of money and who was gonna skip town, but now Jim's gonna be friends with the tree. Jim and the tree are gonna become one. And no one will know where Jim went. He ran off with his tree gender friend. His plant friend. I wanted my trees to be all natural and perfectly aligned. You know, you could probably technically clone trees like we clone bananas. And then you can have your perfectly aligned, perfectly cloned trees that just creep people out, like ye old textures from old video games that were like 16 by 16 or 24 by 24 or something, where you could see the seam and everything. Sounds like SoCal. Which, I hear planting trees like that is actually bad. Because... Maybe just urban in those areas, I don't know. Maybe. But those planting trees like that, like, it's not good for the wind and the, you know, the natural flow of things because they're so perfectly in rows. And also, I found out that way back in the 80s, they chopped down 95% of the redwood sequoia forest in California, which is probably why it's always on fire, because the redwood trees are naturally, like, kind of fire resistant. And when you get rid of your fire resistant stuff, your whole state goes to fire. Haha, we can do bad things in SoCal. We're Americans, unrelated. I want to say born in SoCal. I don't know, like, if my city is SoCal. It's kind of, like, floating up toward, like, the middle. On the west coast. Trees are supposed to be on fire. That's their natural side. It's written in the Bible! Trees are on- wait, no, that was a bush. That was a bush. Bushes are supposed to be on fire. It's in the Bible. You've been relying on a first year to explain basic concepts to you. Concepts that were taught as early as middle school. And on top of this, your answers are often childish and immature. You have zero regard for the gravity of your situation. To be fair, some people just can't grasp real complex things like blockchains. I still can't grasp blockchains. I've had someone explain it 5 times to me, and I still don't understand how the fuck they work. While I was driving, I heard you talking about how religion is false, and then moments later I saw Fair Lady 350 is Itasha paint. Pretty sure that proves religion is real. Blockchains are a thing where people tell you they're on a blockchain and you add them to your blockchain too. Yeah. What was a recent thing that happened that I'd like... Some company to, like, thank people for donations made some NFTs. And everyone was like, why did you do that? And I saw some people that were saying, like, speaking of blockchains, like, oh, they didn't do that maliciously. If you're making NFTs and cryptocurrency, you are being malicious. Period. You are chopping down the trees and burning this planet. It's Arbor Day. I'm gonna go on a rant about the environment, because that's what you do on Arbor Day. Hey, thanks for your real money. Here's some shit that used a lot of energy and that isn't worth anything. And on top of this, your aunt's okay, I did that one. It is infuriating me to see a witch in your position waste every opportunity she's been given. What are you thinking? So a haircut will help? No, why would it? I'm sorry, please don't be mad at me. She sounds like she needs to be in special education. Like, if she is that level and she's failing that much, that you might need to, like, take her aside and, like, teach differently so she understands it. You're right, lecturing you won't make any difference, even though everything I said was true. I'm trying to think of what it was. It was one of those things that you were like, they should have known better, but they didn't. Know that I have nothing against you personally, Cassie. It's the principle of the matter. It's your feels personal. I really hope that laying out the facts will inspire some sort of change in you. Some growth, perhaps. Plants! Or they went for the cash grab anyway. Yeah, I want to get better. All that aside, I must ask, what do you plan to do after graduation? Take a big nap, all kinds of fun stuff. You should do all kinds of fun stuff. College is a scam currently. I gotta apply for college, right? Like everybody else is? Don't decide such things so half-heartedly. In fact, don't pursue higher education at all if you're only gonna waste more of your parents' money. So I don't have to go? That's good. I think you can wait before you go to college. Actually, it's probably a good idea to wait before you go to college. You can go to college at any age. I remember going to college, and in some of my classes, there were like the 50 and 60-year-olds going to class, and I'm like, great on you. They probably did it because, you know, all the kids are out of the house and they're bored as shit, and they're like, yeah, let me just go spend some of my retirement money to learn stuff. Or, you know, maybe they wanted a second kind of school experience. And, like, old people can walk into a college class and it's not really too out of place, but when you're walking into, like, your high school when you're 50, that's kind of creepy. I learned important life skills in college, like consuming a lot of alcohol. What did I learn in college? Lots of good stuff about animation. Lots of not so good stuff about 3D animation and programming because it was out of date the minute I learned it. Art history that's been taught forever and a day. And that the local dorm I was in might be haunted because someone jumped off the roof. Whether or not you had plans to pursue a degree wasn't in question for me. What I meant was in terms of career. Oh, a career! I don't know, how does anyone supposed to know what they want to do at 17? Yeah, really. It's like you just got out of school and now you finally have all of your life ahead of you. You can finally just sit down for a day and be like, I am going to sleep all day. I don't have to go to school. I don't have to go to work. Well, you might have to go to work, but you don't have to go to school anymore at least. And you can play maybe video games of the time that you'd be at school and just relax until it's like you want to throw your life away at college again. But, like, any lurkers out there thinking about going to college, wait a year. Give yourself a whole year to just decompress from high school. I ran into college right straight out of high school, and I severely regret it. If I waited, like, even, like, a year or two, I would have been better off. Do not go into debt to go to college also. Yeah, I also did that too. I am in so much debt. And I can't pay it back because the skills I learned in college were back in like the year 2000 and are like woefully out of date the minute I graduated. So there's all that. I know what I want to do. You do? I'm going to apply for every scholarship I can and scrape together all the funding I need to get accepted in the top school for witches. Like, why did the witches, who can just magic out money and food and stuff, have like a private capitalistic school system? High fives in Japanese major. Whoops, translate apps. To be fair, translate apps sometimes translate things wrong, and they always want to gender things incorrectly. Even though I would say a Japanese translate app, unless it's very specific, like kanojo or kare, but even in that case, even that's like an edge case, like, it should not gender everything at all and use singular they. I also am the proponent of, oh, you don't like singular they because they is supposed to be plural even though Shakespeare used it. Maybe we can just, like, carve out a few letters of they and them. Like, A and M. Like, EY and EM, and that's singular they now. We made it different so your brain can grok it better. It's not they and them because that's plural. It's A and M, which is not they and them. Or we can go about to like thee, them, and thou, and thou, and other Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior speaking because like they had singulars and plurals, non-gender specified. Singular they is fine, let's fight them. Yeah, I want to fight them, but you know. And I do know that A and M are actually, you know, pronouns that you can use on the like people that use it and are in the Pakujo extension, which I can't see in my stream chat for some reason, even though I signed up for it. I think maybe my Firebot has it. I don't know. It's been not showing up in a lot of chats, even though I have the extension installed. I just think it's Twitch being twitchy. But anyway, we're witches. We can make, like, all sorts of, like, godlike things happen, but we're going to stick to capitalism and classism? Really? After that, I'll obtain my degree and become the most powerful, well-respected logician in the world. No, in history. It'd be nice if I could create a story to where, like, the reason why there's not really any witches on Earth is because they magic themselves to a better place. Like, they find out you're a witch, or, you know, people want aspiring to be witches, and, like, the magic council comes down and, like, okay, we're gonna teach you magic. But you go to, like, another dimension or something, and you're like, yeah, you're done with Earth. Earth doesn't, like, Earth is too capitalistic for us. We're in a kind of an egalitarian utopian society. Yo, let's witch what we know rather than trying to come up with something new and cool. Hey, here's a trick to get the good dimension. What was that pronoun set a few years back that seemed to not work for me? Yeah, I also had pronouns on that site, and I think it just disappeared. Well, you know what you'll be doing for the rest of your life. That's amazing, Senna. You're so smart. I know you can do it. Yeah, and my brother wanted to be in aeronautics and actually went to the fancy-dancy school in Florida for it. And he never really got a job in aeronautics at all. He became a volunteer firefighter and an EMT, and then received a blow to the head, and then became a Republican. Oh yeah, and in the middle sold some real estate, and is selling some real estate here and there. So, I guess the lesson here is don't become a Republican. I can and I will. Do you know what that starts with? My payment for the tutoring session. Oh, right! Alcia handed over another small pouch full of coins and Senna left the library on a confident stride. Like, maybe you should feel that you should want to impart wisdom on the people to make them a better person rather than, like, demanding money. But, you know, you live in a capitalist witch society. Landowners related, folks. Yeah. I have to admit, though, my sister-in-law seems like she's more cool than my brother. My new sister-in-law. She watched her go past me. I couldn't help but think. Having your whole life planned out, isn't that kinda, you know, stifling? Yeah, it is. Aw, but she's really serious about her goals. That's, like, totally admirable. I need to get serious, too. Gotta study lots and lots. Yeah, let's draw a bonus charm and call it a stream. Cause, like, my throat's hurting and the sandwich isn't gonna eat itself. Well, no, it's not gonna eat itself. The bacteria is gonna eat it. The bacteria and all the little entropy and stuff's gonna eat it. It's gonna become food for the bugs! Food for the bugs! I think the next time I stream, I'm gonna play the I'm a Bug song. Cause, like, it's cute and educational. And I won't hear anything about how it's not education. Oh! I'm a bug. Yes. But I'm so very small. Little bug, taking so long to crawl to where am I going? Oh, where am I going? In your home, where it's so very warm, all alone, so I'll go get my swarm, and I'll get growing. Yeah, I'll get growing. Is this a cat? It looks like a cat. It's either a cat or really a badly drawn Jack Frost. Alright. I am saving it. Go to the main menu. It's Charm Study. I forgot to say I'm playing Charm Studies by Nom Nom Nami. Which, it looks like it's a cute witch Picross game. That's one of those that probably people want it to be a lot bigger, with maybe a more fleshed out story, but you know, it was made for like NaNoRenO or something. And like the developer, the creator was like, this is all I really had like the energy for. Let's see, switch to powering down. Switch to powering down. Main screen turn on. Oh, I lost Ren time. So one. You get sick to control. Never mind, I'll just talk to you from the corner of the corner of this. Yes, that's why it's a main screen turn on. Which actually is supposed to turn the main screen on. Main screen turn on.
How are you, gentle sprouts?
Okay, that's the wrong scene, but at least it reset the camera, which I'm floating in the air! Yay, I have to fix everything. Anyway. Thanks everyone who was lurking, thanks everyone for joining. Platypete. Go check out Platypete. It was not really a platypus. I am assured that it's not really a platypus. But, you know, I have my suspicions. Then there's Gun Makuma. Which, plays racing games, shmups, and is doing a tour through the PlayStation library. All of the games in English. All of them. All of them. Including all 500, NCAA year basketball, baseball, hockey, football. I am 100% clearing without cheats every video game ever for PSX. Yeah, it's with the caveat, it's not a cheat if I say it's not a cheat. might be lying. Also does some Kaizo. Did some Kaizo. So if you're like, Gunma sounds like a name I remember, yeah, might remember from Kaizo. And then, thanks to Arbor Elia, I'll shout out again, because Arbor Elia is cool. Nice, chill streamer. Does GeoGuessr. The AP Rando that I run in, the Flannel Cat AP Rando, usually does GeoGuessr, LOTTR, LOZTTR, Legend of Zelda, the Return of Link? You know, Zelda 3. It'll do 2. I think maybe Tunic. That's not really an exhaustive list, but just some of the ones I remember. Cool person. I will maybe see you Sunday if I'm not completely dead, because I have a game Saturday. We're playing some kind of I wouldn't say homebrew, but like low scale Scooby-Doo style role-playing tabletop thing. It sounds fun. And then I might just be sleeping through Sunday, because interfacing with human beings is draining. Thanks for the well wishes. Take care, everybody. Is there a raid target I could raid out? I keep forgetting to raid people, and like, I shouldn't forget to raid because sometimes that's networking. I see a dragon that's playing games. I think we're gonna raid a certain dragon that's playing games. Anyway, Arbor Day's over. Hexen NACHT is coming next Wednesday, but I celebrated early. Have some fireworks. I was playing UFO 50 bingo.